Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
In the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by a second-round pick back in April out of Oklahoma by way of Alabama. It's Jalen Hurts.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
The 27-yard line.
The numbers for Sanders last week, 15 carries, 65 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Second down, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard.
Hurts pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. This is taken at the 23.
What happened? Mama, tell me what's the head's going on.
Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So here are the Giants under head coach Joe Judge. Leading them out, the man known as Danny Dimes, their second-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Man, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a
Oh,
game.
that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard
So
line.
back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
At the 39-yard line.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham.
Hurts.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. There goes Sterling Shepard. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sanders, the ball
They'll
carrier.
break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
Hurts sets up to throw it. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
full job. That's good for an Eagle.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Sanders again the ball carrier.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Jones on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
And 10.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Jones pass.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Roughing the passer defense. Let's go.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A nice run there by Sanders on 1st down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Sanders toss left side. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Xavier McKinney able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. There he goes, left side.
Prime time,
touchdown, baby. Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. But the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Hurts. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that'll be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And now it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it taking over first and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. On a man down, and it's Sanders. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Screen play, Johnson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together. They had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here comes Pettis on the return. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. Kenny Golladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part. But they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers will tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
Yes. A shower cap? I don't know. He borrowed some kind of... Borrowed that... I don't know what he got. Oh, it's probably still in the room.
To throw
the
it
bathroom,
in,
I mean.
Jones.
Yes.
And this is...
I don't know where it is, though.
spectacular one-handed grab there. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
For the extra point.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. That catch good for only a couple. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Johnson the intended target, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll fire it deep for Reagor. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. He's going to go up top again. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some great games still to come. And I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there as they get set to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Lots to look forward to in the late afternoon window as well. One being a late start in Foxborough, where it'll be the Patriots taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And lastly, in the national game on Sunday night, definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Las Vegas Raiders. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Giants take over first and 10. at their own 30.
And New York set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And it's 3rd and 5.
Yards to go.
And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
New York.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Saquon Barkley on
A gain of 3, 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles 17. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Tackle made at the 9.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
And goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Here's a sneak with Jones. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now here's Kerryon Johnson, 3rd-year man from Auburn. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They go to Johnson again. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll move the chains. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Johnson. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He's got Hurts, fumbles it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. But Jones going to keep this himself. And he's brought down. Jones. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jones will try and run with it. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants defense getting ready to go here. Recovered the fumble, up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball the last possession. They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your responsibilities. But not this unit. They are ready to go.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Good for an Eagles.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made at the
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
At the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones who need to touch the ball.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A gain of 6 yards. It's
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Eagles 3.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to Fulgham, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
At the 12-yard line.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets are open.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
On the carry.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Kyle Rudolph. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Austin Scott on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 26-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
54 Mike.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Complete to Darius.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
New York.
Looking for Shepard deep. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down by Josh Sweat. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all